Hey everyone, and welcome to Fine Print. This is episode 1 of part 1 of the India series. Part 1 delves into the powerful Mauryan Empire, its advancements, key rulers, and decline, as well as the reign of Ashoka and the spread of Buddhism in India. More specifically, today's episode features Ashoka and his contributions to the early stages of the Mauryan Empire. The Mauryan Empire was founded in 322 BCE when Chandragupta Maurya stepped into the void produced by Alexander of Macedon's withdrawal from western India. Chandragupta was a military officer who killed the previous kingdom's tyrannical ruler to found the Mauryan Dynasty. Chandragupta Maurya was known for his aggressive expansion policies. He was a harsh ruler who used marriage alliances, trickery, diplomacy, and often war to extend his kingdom. Under his rule, the Mauryan Empire stretched from eastern Iran to the plateaus of southern India. After Chandragupta's reign for around 25 years, he abdicated the throne and his son took over. However, more influential than Chandragupta's son was his grandson Ashoka. Ashoka seized the throne after the death of his father. When Ashoka inherited the Mauryan Empire, the land area he held in his control was large. However, a small kingdom in the east by the name of Kalinga continued to bother Ashoka. The war that followed was extremely violent and lengthy, after which Ashoka realized that he needed to mend his violent ways. Ashoka converted to Buddhism and began to lead missions of peace across the empire. He advocated peaceful methods to people as opposed to achieving what they wanted through violence. Ashoka also led Buddhist campaigns across the empire, a major cause of the spread of Buddhism across India. Looking at the bigger picture of the Mauryan dynasty, the religious split was fairly even between Jainism and Buddhism, with the majority of the population being Hindu. Since Chandragupta Maurya converted to Jainism following his abdication from the throne, Jainism, a monotheistic religion very similar to Hinduism, sprouted. Furthermore, as a result of Ashoka's extensive campaigns advocating for Buddhism, Buddhists became increasingly popular in the empire. When it comes to the Mauryan dynasty as a whole, the economy was vital to its long-lasting success. Trade and enterprise were the two most common modes of money-making for the empire, with taxes being a significant source of revenue for the empire. Furthermore, the king owned many land areas, ranging from timberland and hunting groves to manufacturing facilities. The empire also held a monopoly over mining, salt production, coinage, arms manufacturing, and boat building. However, very often overlooked, farmers made up the largest part of the population, and agriculture was undoubtedly one of the biggest sources of money for the empire. Craftsmen were also prevalent in the population, who often sold their goods in markets through gold, bronze, and silver coins, and sometimes even through bartering. However, an empire would need a strong and powerful administration to maintain this vast economy, and no doubt, with rulers such as Chandragupta Maurya and Ashoka taking the throne, the empire had an extremely strong military, executive, judiciary, and legislative system in play. The kingdom was divided into provinces, with each province ruled by a royal prince. Each province had its own towns and villages, and the caste system was strongly integrated into Indian society. When it comes to Mauryan achievements, the list goes on and on. However, the most significant achievement was the fact that the Mauryan Empire unified the Indian subcontinent. Chandragupta Maurya's expansionist policies led to the unification of the subcontinent for the first time in history, bringing political stability for the rest of their reign. Furthermore, the Mauryan Empire enjoyed great economic prosperity through increased trade inside and outside the empire. The empire controlled critical trade routes, such as the one connecting India with Central Asia and the Mediterranean region. The Mauryan Empire also constructed pillars in honor of emperors like Ashoka, which are carved with intricate Buddhist symbols. Lastly, the empire was known for its powerful military, credited to Chandragupta Maurya. The strong army allowed the empire to expand into nearby regions and dominate the subcontinent. If today's episode interested you, be sure to keep following the series, as the following 2 episodes will further discuss the Mauryan Empire. Stay tuned for episode 2, where we will be exploring the life of Siddhartha Gautama and how he founded Buddhism. Until then, keep following Fine Print for more new episodes, and keep reading between the lines.